Good evening, everyone. I'm looking forward to doing some live readings again tonight. So thank you all for joining us. Um, Hopefully, we'll see a few of your comments and I can say hello to a few of you. But I really am excited tonight because I'm actually using a new set of cards. Well, I say they're a new set of cards. I've had these cards for a few years and they are by, and I've got to get the artist's name right, Naomi Cornick. They're called the Old Ways Magic Oracle cards, and they're a beautiful set. I mean, I'm always banging on about trees, so hopefully you can see that one. And the reason why I'm using these tonight is I've been at a festival yesterday called Fantasy Forest, which was an amazing festival, and I actually got to meet her, and she is such a lovely person. And it was one of those I had a great conversation with her, and it's really inspired me to use her cards again. So I'm using them tonight. Now, for anyone that doesn't know me, if you've got a particular question that you would like an answer to, pop your question up. If you would like a general read, pop up that you'd like a general read. I will try and link in and do as many readings as possible tonight. But I'm really excited to see everybody. Have we got anyone on yet at all? Brilliant. Oh yeah, if anyone would like to contact me for a reading, by all means, you can find me at Minty's Tarot and Mediumship page on Facebook. Drop me a message after daytime and evening appointments, and um, I can do them online or in person if you're a little further afield. But let's focus on tonight. Let's get some readings out there. I'm just waiting to see who's watching and who's commenting, and I will try and do some hellos before we start. Now, before I see the comments or anything, one thing I always like to say to people, if anyone ever tries telling you they can do 100% free readings, I will tell you now that they are lying. They can't. I always say, we're not God, we're not superhuman. Christ, I'm a bloke. My wife will be the first to go. He definitely doesn't get it right all the time. But you should expect a high 80s, high 90s percentage wise of accuracy. That's what I like to work to. Terry Louise, I hope you're well and thank you for joining us this evening. I really do appreciate it. Hi, Patricia. Hope you're keeping well, and thank you for taking time out this evening for joining us. Catherine Newkirk, good evening. Thank you for joining us. Hi. Now, please forgive me if I pronounce names wrong. I will try my best. Hi, from South Africa. Thank you for joining us this evening. Hi, Kim. I hope you're well. Kim Lane. I love the picture of your dog, by the way. Hi, Cheyenne. Thank you for joining us. I love the butterflies. Hi, Isabel Felix. Thank you for joining us. Now, guys, if you, I'm loving these hearts, by the way. Brenda Walker, and I love the little hearts on there. And I love your profile picture. It's brilliant. It's absolutely awesome. I'm loving the hearts that are coming through. For anyone that knows me, let's share that love out there. Let's raise that vibration. Let's raise that energy. Hi, JK. Thank you for joining us as well. Hope everyone has had an amazing weekend, by the way. So, if anyone's got a particular question or would like a general reading, please pop up your questions. Hi, June Malkin. Hope you are doing well. Hi, Linda Wallace. Thank you for joining us. I'm loving the purple heart. Hi, Julie Wisdom. General reading will be great. Thanks. Let's go to you, Julie. Let's start with you. So, Julie, I'm going to come with you. If you can give feedback as quickly as possible, it helps keeps the energy going. So you might hear it every now and again, hoping you can take the messages I'm giving you. This goes for anyone that is going to get a reading tonight. Let me have some water and we'll make a start. Right, Julie, first thing I'm getting coming through for you is I feel like my head's kind of spinning around at the moment and I feel like I've lost a little bit of direction. I don't know if work's been overwhelming, but it feels like there's either great changes going on or there's a new possible direction with work. I don't know if you're necessarily looking for a new job as such, but I just feel like I'm a bit frustrated at the moment, if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. But they're just sort of saying to me, sit tight because there's answers or a new direction coming in around the middle to the end of August. So I don't know if it's a promotion or not, but I do feel like I've just put in my feelers out there for something else. I don't know if this is making any sense or not, Julie. If you can give me any confirmation, I would truly, truly appreciate it. You've got great determination and great strength as well. Once you decide that you're doing something, it's like I'm digging my heels in and I like to see everything finished to the end. Please excuse me. I do apologise there. You like to have things completed. You don't like clutter, you don't like mess. It's like everything's got to be in its place. And I try to have organisation, if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does, and hopefully you'll be able to give us some feedback. No feedback at the moment. Okay. Well, Julie, let me tell you. Oh, not at the moment. Oh, okay. Now, is that to do with work? I'm presuming that's to do with work. Okay. I've still got to stick with the message because it was coming through quite strongly, but I am going to pull you a card at the same time as well. And the card I've got is called Community. So, say that again. I'm a messy bugger, so I've literally got it the opposite way. So great. I've turned around and said, we never get it right all the time. So it seems to be listen to the opposite of what I'm saying to you, Julie, and you might get your message come through. Sorry. I do apologise. Let me see where I'm going with this, because I just feel like there's either tasks or projects that you're wanting to finish, and I just feel like I'm needing the motivation to actually get on with it and get it done. Now, if this isn't work related, then this is going to be at home, because I do feel like there is changes coming around that would make things a lot easier. I hope this is all making sense. And it's like I keep putting it off. It's like I'll see stuff that needs doing, and it's like I'll put it. I won't start it unless I can complete it. So that completion is still there, but it's like I won't start it unless I can actually get it done. But I've just got to get that motivation to get it done. I do feel like there is that going on. I'm still not ruling out new work. There's either new responsibilities being given to you or there's new work coming in. I do motivation at home, definitely. Okay, thank you. And it does feel like it's a big task. So this would feel like it was quite a big job to do, if that makes any sense. You are someone that loves lifting other people up and making other people laugh as well. That's always been important for you. And I do feel that people will come to you for advice, or if you said hello to someone on a bus, within 5 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if they're pouring their life story out to you. And it's one of those where you don't mind listening to others. It's like you love giving other people the time. We have also got the heart card. So this is very much about following your heart and following your passion. So I just feel that there are changes that are coming over the next 2 or 3 months that is all about finally doing what's right for me and putting myself first for a little bit. Julie, I hope some of that makes, yes, that's true, hon. Thank you so much. I hope some of that makes sense for you. Sorry if I thought it was work related, but I'm guessing with the job of, with the tasks at home, then they are kind of a big job. Thank you for joining us this evening, and I hope you enjoyed your reading. Who have we got next? No worries. Hi, Trudy Panko. Thank you for joining us. Hand paint waving. I would love any messages needed today. Face red, heart shape, face red, heart shape. Right, okay. Sorry, I was reading the message and I'm thinking, I'm a little confused. That's cool. Sorry, Trudy. I would love a message. Okay. Trudy, I've literally got, as I was reading that out, I've actually got someone coming through going, you're laughing at me doing that, because it was like, oops. It was like, there's a lot of humour and a lot of fun that's going on in there. I'm actually being drawn, because I use crystals as well. I've actually been drawn to my rose quartz, and I'm feeling like you're needing a little bit of this at the moment. Now, people will say rose quartz is used for love, which, yes, it can help with the vibration of love. But what I feel is it's about self love. I feel like I'm working a lot on myself at the moment. And I've got a gentleman here that's actually wanting to come through and just give you a hug. And he's saying it's going to be all right. I feel like head's kind of whirring around at the moment, and I just feel like I'm having time for me. I'm having to take time to rest at the moment, if that makes any sense. Now, this doesn't feel like a physical rest, so to speak. This feels like I've been emotionally. I feel like I'm working on my emotions at the moment, and I'm just having a bit of time out with my emotions. Or it's what? Slow down. Say that again. This gentleman is talking at 100 miles an hour as well. Now, it doesn't necessarily feel like dad, but I want to say grandfather, if that makes any sense at all. And there's a gentle wolf with him at the same time. And he says things have been quite full on at the beginning of the year. So I feel around the end of January, beginning of February, right the way through till around about May, it was quite full on. Thank you for the confirmation, by the way. And he was just saying, you've done it, you've passed it. It's like there's a chapter that's been closed, and I've had to now, I can now look after me. I can now start putting me first. And he says, you deserve this. He keeps, now I know we're coming into holiday season, but he keeps talking about a long weekend away as well. It's like I could do with either a long weekend away with a couple of friends, or there's got to be fun, there's got to be laughter. I don't necessarily see you going overseas, but I see you going to the coast. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. It feels like it should be for someone's birthday. It's like, you should go and start. It's like he's saying, go celebrate, go and have some fun, go and have some laughter. That's what I feel is what's kind of needed. So that can. He was a man of simple means as well. It was like he's very black and white. There's an honest. There's no grey area with him. It was like, well, if you want something, go and do it. That's what you keep saying. If you want something, go and do it. Say that again. But home and family was everything to him. He loved having his family around him. And he says, you're very family orientated. Been trying to go to California. Thank you for the confirmation. That's probably going to be a bit longer than a long weekend away, though. I must admit. I mean, if you can go to California for a long weekend, that would be awesome. I just feel like that would be a bit of a longer trip. I don't. But he's saying you should go and do it. You should go and do it. It'll just give you some respite. It gives you some time off. Say that again. There's a lot of laughter with this chap as well. It's like there's always a story, there's always humour, there's always making other people smile as well. Am I right in saying that this is, I want to say dad's dad. That's the feeling I'm getting, that it's dad's dad that's coming through. And he was always encouraging people to follow their heart as well. I am going to pull you a quick card as well, Trudy. And see, I've got the card of the otter, and it's called Playful. It's remembering to have fun. It's remembering to let go, and you can be you. And that's the most important thing. I feel at the moment I'm finding me again. I'm finding what makes me smile, what makes me laugh. And this is kind of like a new exploration in a way. And I just say that come the end of July, beginning of August, things are getting better and better and better, and I'm feeling happier and stronger in myself. Trudy, I hope that makes sense. And thank you for letting me do a read for you. Who have we got next? No, that's okay. We got some technical issues going on in the background here. It's great. I love it. I hope you're all enjoying the show tonight, by the way. Haven't been having much fun lately. Trudy, I am so sorry to hear that. But this gentleman is wanting to give you a huge amount of love, and he's just bringing fun and laughter in. And I feel like he would have been known for his laughing as well, because he's got quite a deep belly laugh, as I call it. He was always one for, inviting everybody in. He could talk to an audience, or he could talk to people one to one as well. But he's just sort of inviting that laughter in. So I hope that makes sense. I really, really do. Oh, one of the cards. Say that again, sorry. Oh, hi, Mark. Hi, Margaret Murray. Hi, Mary Archibald. Archibald. Hi, Paula Mary. Hi, Alison Pashler. Hi, Kelly Jones. Brenda Walker. You. May I please have a reading? Hi, Brenda Walker. First of all, like I said earlier, I love your profile picture. Okay. Now, Brenda, I've got a lady that's wanting to come through to give you a huge amount. It's like she wants to give you the biggest hug going, and she's got a huge amount of love that's coming through. Please forgive me if I'm wrong with this one, and hopefully you'll be able to give me some confirmation. Is mum still here or is she in spirit? Because this lady's got a motherly love. So if it's not mum, it's grandmother. But I'm pulled to being mum, if that makes any sense. And she wants you to know she's very much at peace as well. This lady's very much at peace and she loves the fact that you still talk to her on a day-to-day basis. I don't know if this is making any sense, Brenda, but if you can give me any confirmation, I'd truly, truly appreciate it. She's got a huge heart. There is confirmation. Mum is in spirit. Thank you for the confirmation, Brenda. I truly appreciate it because it's like you would always go to her for advice and she would always give you an honest answer, but she would deliver it with empathy and compassion as well. She wants to thank you for everything that you've done for her as well, because I do feel like you were there a lot for her before she passed. I hope this is all making sense. Um, Say that again. And she's saying you deserve to have some, and again, you deserve to have some time for you now as well. I don't know if you've been working a lot in your garden or not, but she keeps wanting me to give you pink roses. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. I hope it does. She keeps showing me flowers, and it's like I feel like she would have loved her garden as well. So there we go. She said there's still photos to sort through. You've still got photos. I don't know if you've been looking through photos over the weekend or not, but I feel I've been crazy busy. Okay. I do feel like the busyness is either in the garden or home. It's like I'm here, there, and everywhere at 100 miles an hour. So she is talking about sorting through photos. Nailed it. I always went to her. Thank you so much for the confirmation. Well, she loves the fact that you still do go to her because she does try to leave you signs as well. And she keeps showing me these little white feathers that she's leaving for you as well. But she says you see them, you acknowledge them, but you don't pick them up. That's the feeling I get. But she's laughing about that. But she's talking about how you're there for other family members as well. So I feel like your mum was definitely the anchor stone, as I call it, in the family. But you've kind of taken that role yourself as well now. But she's saying, remember to have time for you. So that is important. She also keeps talking to me about a dog. Now, I don't know if you've got like a Labrador or a Golden Retriever in spirit, but there's a big dog next to her, and she's saying, I've got the dog with me. I don't know if this is making sense or not. Yes, have been seeing them. Well, is your mum coming for you with the feather? Just saying she's got the dog and she's very much at peace. So it's like they are together side by side. I hope that makes sense. I really, really do. Say that again. I am now the anchor. I thought you were now the anchor, but the one thing I keep getting shown is I don't know if you've repainted your bedroom or your front room, but she says she likes the colour that you've chosen. Oh yes, my dog, thank you. Oh, this dog is very, very loving and wants to lick me to death rather than bite me. And also, we'd like to think it was either a lap dog because it can't get close enough to me. But she's talking about, I don't know if there's like this is going to sound really bad, I don't mean it to sound bad. It's a creamy yellow colour, but I feel like, I don't know if it's from room or if it's bedroom, but she says she likes the colour you've painted your bedroom. It's like she's been having a nose, and she's very much a perfectionist as well. So she would have come along and it would be like she would be inspecting what you've done. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. Um, but she is very, very much at peace. And she, say that again. Say that again. Sorry, I'm just trying to hear what she's trying to say. You need to, yes, I am presently painting. Thank you for the confirmation. She's also saying, don't bite your tongue anymore. I don't know. I feel like there's a couple of untruths that need to be said, or there's a conversation that needs to be had. And she's sort of saying, get on and have this conversation because it will clear the air, it will make things easier. I hope this is all making sense. I really, really do. It doesn't feel like it's anything too sinister, but I just feel like you're biting your tongue at the moment and you shouldn't be. It's like, no, you have a right to say something and you should say it. So I hope that makes sense. Now, the card I have picked for you is called Endure. So it is about finding my direction. Oh my God, like beige. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't quite pick out what the word was that I was looking for, but creamy yellow was the easiest I could describe. But I do feel this card Endure is, I do, if I was talking to you a year ago, you were thinking of moving. I don't think you're moving anymore because I feel like you're staying put and putting your roots down for a little bit longer. Sure have been biting my tongue. Thank you for the confirmation. I think you're going to be sitting tight where you are for at least the next 12, 18 months. And I feel the option of moving will come again. But it's like, right, if I'm staying here, then I'm making home like home. I hope that makes sense, Brenda. And thank you for letting me read for you this evening. I do appreciate it. Who have we got next, please? Hi, Zoe Rose. Thank you for joining us this evening. I'm so sorry to hear that your brother has passed away recently. Guys, if we can flood this page with love hearts, let's send that love out to anybody that is needing it this evening. Actually, Zoe Rose, do you mind if I come to you? Because I would like to come to you, Zoe. But I do want to flood this page with love hearts. Okay. First thing I'm getting coming through with your brother is that he likes to have a laugh and a joke. He was always one for making other people smile, lifting other people as well. I hope I hear from him soon too. I just want to make sure he's okay. I feel like I need to look after him, but I can't. Right, Zoe, he was one for making other people laugh and making other people smile. He's saying as well, he could also frustrate you as well. It was like he wouldn't always listen to you, and that you could get frustrated with him for not listening, or it would be like he'd be doing his own thing, but he loved winding you up. There's a teasing. This isn't in a nasty way. This is in a fun, loving way. He is very, very much at peace as well, and he wants you to know that he does hear you and he is hearing your thoughts. I do feel like he passed very, very quickly. And I feel like it was quite suddenly as well. So please, I am so sorry to hear of this. I truly, truly am. But he has got the biggest smile going. I mean, this guy, he could light a room up if that makes any sense at all. I hope it does. He wants you to know he's very much at peace and he certainly isn't suffering anymore. And there is a massive amount of love that is coming through from him. He says, you're not doing anything wrong, so stop questioning what you're doing. Yes, he was so stubborn. I do get the feeling he could be quite stubborn, I must admit. But he's saying to you, you're not doing anything wrong. He did. I'm so sorry to hear this, Zoe. I truly am. He wants you to know, though, that you're not doing anything wrong, and he loved the words that you have written as well. Now, I feel like you've written a letter or you've put some words down on paper that no one else has seen, but he wants you to know he loves what you have written, and you've got into a T. There's no two ways about it. I feel like your younger sister, so he's older than you, but you were always looking out for him, if that makes any sense. I'm not saying he didn't look out for you, but I feel like you was always looking out for him, is what he's saying. You were the one that always would keep an eye on me, if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. So music's also important to him as well. It's like he had a real eclectic taste in music, and it would be different genres all the time. It was like he wouldn't just stick to one thing. I feel like he would always start little projects, or he would always start something but never quite finish it because someone else would grab his attention. It was like he was always on the go at 100 miles an hour. I hope this is making sense, Zoe. I really, really do. Say that again. But he wants you to remember how strong you are as well. He's always admired your strength. I wrote the memory for his service. Thank you for the confirmation. He loves what you wrote, by the way, and he loved music. Thank you for the confirmation as well. He also wants you to remember how strong you are, and he will always be watching over you. Now, Zoe, am I right in saying you've got a son? Because he keeps talking about your son as spot on. Thank you. he keeps talking about your son, and he's always watching over you and your family as well. So he wants you to know he's very, very much around. I do feel like you could smell his aftershave. I feel like he sometimes wore too much aftershave, or it's got a very, very distinctive smell, and you still get that smell every now and again coming through. And that's his way of letting you know he is around. So I hope that makes sense. Say that again. Yes, I have. Thank you for the confirmation on that one as well. Um, he's saying you have an 8-year-old, and I want to say your son is, well, I can imagine an 8-year-old being full of beans. I mean, I've got a smell his aftershave, I'm shaking. So thank you for the confirmation. What I want to say is, though, your son is literally full of beans, and he's like a little miniature version of your brother in some respects, as in that he's got to be 100 miles an hour on the go. And when he's asking you questions, he will not settle for basic answers. He really wants to know the ins and outs of everything. He's also talking about how you're wanting to move house as well, because you're not happy where you're living at the moment. And he says just a little bit of patience. And I feel there's a house move coming February, March next year. It's just taken a bit longer than actually necessarily planned, if that makes any sense. But he said it will happen, it will come, and you will be happier when you move. I hope this is making sense. Say that again. He always loved the late night talks. He keeps talking about if there was like a family barbecue or something, and you get to the end of an evening and there might be a couple of you sat around maybe like a fire pit or the barbecue and looking at the stars or what. He always loved that interaction, and he always loved that talking with you as well, if that makes any sense at all. I hope it does, because he says you love that. You love that time of night, and you love looking at the stars as well. So I hope this is all making sense. So you are more than welcome. Say that again. I believe he gave you a heart-shaped necklace, and he would like you to wear it. This is quite a thin, delicate necklace. I feel like you keep it in a box because it's like, I don't want to wear it in case I lose it. But he's saying, please wear the necklace because it'll bring you closer. Now, I feel like he got this for you for your birthday or something along those lines. That's what I'm being shown. I hope that makes sense. And I also feel like you've been resorting photos out with him as well. I don't know if you've put like a collage of photos together in one frame, but it's like I've got different photos of him together, and he loves the fact that you tell your son about his uncle. It's like he's still very, very much talked about, and he loves that as well. So I hope that makes sense. I am going to pull you a card though. Let me have a look to see what we've got. I love this. And we got the Wild Mage card, which I absolutely love. My mum brought it me. Okay. I'm glad you can take the necklace. But he says this would also bring you closer. Now, if your mum bought it, that's fair enough. But what I do feel is, though, he had an input, or your mum would have asked his opinion of it, or he would have said. So I hope this is making sense. Yes, photos are in my front room. Thank you for the confirmation about the photos. You love being out in nature. You love being outdoors, and that's where you do your thinking. That's where you do your switching off. And I feel like walking for you is where you get your kind of respite. I hope this is all making sense. Yes, I feel that too. Thank you for the confirmation, Grace. And I do feel that he is very, very much there walking with you in nature. Say that again. He wants to thank you for the patience that you gave him. You were, even though he frustrated the hell out of you, you did have huge patience for him at the same time. And he wants to thank you for the patience as well. Say that again. And he loves the fact that you still celebrate his birthday, or you still acknowledge his birthday as well. And he says you can light the candle for me. He likes that. I hope that makes sense. Zoe, thank you so much for letting me read for you tonight and bringing your brother through for you. But he's very much at peace. There's a huge amount of love, and he will always be there watching over you. I hope that has helped. Okay, so we're now going to go to a short break, and I look forward to seeing you all very, very soon.
MySpiritualDirectory.com is one of the fastest growing online free listing service. Our search directory offers geolocation feature, rating ability, review system, map location, customer comment, YouTube video, gallery, social media sharing, direct contact with the lister, simple online booking and payment system. It's free to register and use. It even creates your own mini web page, which you can update at any time, and yes, it's still free, no monthly or yearly fees. 100% free. Creates your own profile page. Add social media and other links. Add a mini gallery and a YouTube video. Rating, reviews and comments. Includes online booking and payments. So, if you're looking for a medium, or a reader, even a church, maybe a healer, or any other spiritual service, then visit myspiritualdirectory.com.
Tomorrow from 6 p.m, SPTV Community Showcase offers our viewers the opportunity to have their own show, be it readings, their own thoughts and opinions, etc.
Hey all, thank you so much for coming back and joining us. First of all, guys, if you can share this page, that would be absolutely amazing. Please invite your friends as well. And also, I'm so grateful that some of you have been wanting to send Facebook stars in, but I would say please don't send any stars, as this live is purely free, and sadly we don't see the return of the stars. But I am very grateful of you that have sent stars. But if you cannot send any stars, because at the end of the day, we don't want you to lose any money. But thank you so much. But I'll tell you what would be amazing is if you can share this live, and let's get those love hearts out there as well. But also, who have we got next, please? Who else would like a reading? Hi, Alison. Third time watching with love a message. Alison, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I really do appreciate it. And I love those flowers in the picture as well. Hi, Joanne Prue. Ah, thank you. I truly appreciate that. And I'm jealous you got cake in your photo because I love cake. I ain't going to lie. Eleanor Starkey. Charles Gregory, don't send stars. It says it doesn't claim them, so Facebook gets them. Bless you. Eleanor Starkey, thank you so much for that comment. Appreciate that. Jasmine Brown. Thank you so much. And I love your kitten, by the way. He looks a bit moody, I'm not going to lie. Hi, Margaret Murray. Okay, Margaret Murray, I would like to come to you, please. So let me have some water and we'll link in. And I hope I'm right in saying this, that this is your little one, because I feel like he's got great energy about him. And I just feel like there's a real determination. I know babies. I know babies do cry and let you know when they want feeding and drinking and sleeping and all the rest of it. But I want to say he's definitely got great little strength, great little determination, and I feel like he actually. I want to say it's a he. I hope I'm right. Please forgive me if I'm wrong. But there was this very much trying to do things quicker than I should be, if that makes any sense. There's a fierce independence going on there as well. I hope this is making sense. I really do. And please forgive me if it's your granddaughter. I do apologise. I do apologise. But there is great, I'm still going to stick with the fact that there is great determination and a real sense of like, I can do this and I'm trying to do this quicker than I should be. So I hope that makes sense. But there's a lot of celebration going on around you as well. I just feel like things have lifted. Everything's feeling a bit happier. She is the daughter of my son who passed. I'm so sorry to hear that. I truly am. Okay, slow down. He does live on in her as well, very much so. Let me just link in a little bit more because he is okay. Your son is a gentle lad. He was someone that would help anybody and try and do anything, try and do anything for anybody if he could. Nothing was ever too difficult. I hope this is making sense. Quite a quiet chap. Yes, that's right. She is a madam. I felt like she was. But she's got his character as well. She's got his smile. That's what I want to say as well. Now, your son wouldn't give up. If he started something, he would make sure he would see it through to the end and finish it as well. I hope this is all making sense. I do feel like he was one that would, he was choosy of who was in his circle. It's like, I'll talk to anyone. He was a gentle giant. Thank you for the confirmation. But he loved lifting and looking after other people and making other people feel better about themselves or helping other people as well. I hope this is making sense. But he is talking of a celebration. Now, I feel like there's a birthday or an anniversary coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And he's saying it would be nice to get all the family together. He would have loved having all the family together. I hope this is making sense. Say that again. It is making sense. Thank you for the confirmation. He really is a man of few words. He was very good at sitting and watching, and he could suss people out very quickly. He knew who he could trust, he knew who he liked, and he wasn't normally necessarily wrong. He really did trust his intuition. Very much a perfectionist as well. So I think your granddaughter is going to inherit that from him as well. I'm sorry to say. It's like everything's got to be in its place. He liked everything done properly. He didn't like cutting corners. And he loves that he's still part of the family and he's still talked about and he's never forgotten about. And he's very, very much there as well. So, okay. What are you showing me? Keeps talking about his watch. Now, my other granddaughter's birthday in 2 weeks. Thank you for the confirmation. I truly appreciate it. Now, he keeps talking about his watch. Now, time, it's like if I'm giving you my watch, I'm giving you my most precious gift, I'm giving you my time. And I feel like it's like his watch is meant to be passed on to his daughter, is what I want to say. So I feel like the watches have to be, I feel like he wouldn't buy rubbish. He didn't buy tat. If he brought something, it brought something of quality and it would last. I hope this is making sense. That's so true. Thank you. And I want to say, he's saying, get the back of it engraved. Because it's like, I want to engrave it saying love from dad. And he was a great dad. He really was. He's got great energy about him. He loved all his watches. Okay, well, thank you. I do feel like there was maybe a little bit of a collection going on. But we shared his watches with the family. Thank you for the confirmation. But his one for his daughter and his love from dad. That's what I keep getting shown. Okay, slow down. Say that again. He wasn't a mechanic by any chance, was he? Because I'm seeing him in dirty overalls, or it's like he's messing about with. It's like he's got oil on his overalls or something. He told his daughter. I felt like he did, but it's like he's got oil on his overalls or something like that. But it's like I'm messing about, or I love tinkering. That's something I've got. I feel like is going on there, because it's like the shed. It's like he's sort of saying the shed or the garage hasn't been cleared. It's still full of stuff. And it's like, we've got to still work through that. I don't know if that makes any sense or not. I hope it does. But he's laughing, saying, I wouldn't throw anything. I wouldn't get rid of anything. So I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. So that again. Okay, let's pull you a card. Here we go. Now we've got the badger. Now, the badger for me, yeah, it does say fierce, but for me, the badger is always about family. He had a plumbing and gas company. Thank you, so that's why I'm getting dirty overalls. I do feel like he's in dirty overalls. And he loved his job as well. So there's always all these tools and stuff. But I still feel like he had an interest in old cars or something. Like he had a few cars that he was always cleaning. Thank you. As I'm talking about cars, the message actually popped up. Yeah, it's like I'm always tinkering, and it's like nice. They're not like your modern day cars, or if they are, they're I feel like they're more like collectors' cars, is what I'm being shown. But family is everything, and he's just pleased to see that all the family do get together. It's like you're not necessarily in each other's pockets, but you are there for each other at the same time as well. So he loves that. He does love that. So that again, He also, this sounds really bad, but he says he likes the spot he's at. I feel like he was one for getting out in the countryside and he loves seeing a view. And I don't know. I don't know if he had a big yellow Hummer. Thank you. But it was like, I want to say it's high end. This isn't like an average car. This is like high end. This is something special. This is something he would have loved. But he keeps talking about, I don't know if there's a hillside or something like that that he used to love to go to, but he would love to see the view. And it's like he's showing me the view at night so he could see all the lights and everything. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but he's just saying he loves the spot he's at. So I feel like there is a spot that he likes to go to, whether it's looking over like a town or a city or something. But it's like if I go up into the hills, I can see like the lights in the distance, and I feel like he does like that because that's where he would go and do his thinking. If that makes any sense or not, I hope it does. Say that again. He is, but like I say, he is very, very much at peace, and he certainly isn't. He certainly isn't suffering anymore. It's just true. You go for walks, and it's high up on the hills. Thank you for the confirmation. But I also feel like he would have loved the night time. That's what I'm being shown. It's like I can see the views. So he's still very much out in the countryside. And I wouldn't say he certainly wasn't afraid of camping or something like that as well. I feel like he could sometimes go for a couple of days camping while hiking and walking as well, or it was something he would have loved to have done. Margaret, I hope that helps, and thank you for letting me link in with you. I truly, truly appreciate it. Who have we got next, please? Thank you all, by the way, so much for joining me this evening. I really, really do appreciate it. Hi, Debs. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Petra Manek. I hope you're well. Sue McCarthy from Nebraska. Thank you for joining us. Jane Malkin, great evidence, Minty. Thank you. I truly appreciate that. JK, I'd like to come to you, please. So, JK, I would say that you also work with spirit yourself, and I feel like you're questioning yourself a little bit at the moment because they're saying to me you don't need to. You are on the right path. Now, I don't know if you're learning a new course or you're studying something new, but they're saying you will get it, it will fall into place, it will slot in. I hope this is making sense. But you always trust your intuition and it doesn't let you down. So this to me feels like I'm actually starting a new journey or a new beginning at the same time as well. I don't know if you're looking at a new way of healing or you're looking at going into like healing work, but that's where I feel your energy is being pulled towards because I feel like you're getting much more of a connection with crystals and energy as well at the same time. Don't know if this is making any sense. Hopefully it is, and you can give me some confirmation. But they're saying color is also important for you as well. It's like you love bright colors. You don't like. It's like I don't like wearing blacks or greys or dark blues because they make me kind of feel a bit flat, kind of thing. But you love your bright, vibrant colors, and it just uplifts your mood at the same time as well. I hope this is all making sense. Say that again. But I also wouldn't rule out, yes, on the spiritual journey, thank you for the confirmation, but I also wouldn't rule out shamanic or drumming work or something like that, because I feel like you love, it's like I want to really beat my drum and get that rhythm going, get that energy going and feeling those vibrations, because again, they uplift your energy at the same time as well. But they're saying everything is coming together. It's like they're just saying patience. Once you've got an idea in your head on how every room is a colour of the rainbow at home, I love it. I think that's fantastic energy to have. And they're saying that you also love a lot of laughter. Because laughter is important to you. But they're saying to me, once you've made a decision or a choice, you want it yesterday, not tomorrow. So patience ain't your strongest point. And they're laughing about this as well. But they're saying it is all coming together. And I do actually see end of August, beginning of September, either you're collaborating with someone or there's new work coming in, but it's all finally starting to settle and make more sense. So I hope this is making sense. I really, really do. Say that again. They're saying you could do with some more plants in your home. I don't know if you tried to be green fingered, but it doesn't always work. So they keep talking about looking for hardier plants because it's sometimes I forget to water or feed them. So they keep showing me cactuses. I don't know why, but that's what I'm being given. So I don't know if you've been looking at maybe getting some cactuses to put in like a pot in the kitchen or something, but that's what I'm being shown. And again, when they flower, they really do have beautiful colours in them as well. Yes, I'm ADHD, impulsive and impatient. Well, you know what? There's nothing wrong with that at all. I think it's great energy to have. And it's definitely one of those that it's like once you've got that idea, I've got to run with it, got to go, got to do it. But yeah, they're just sort of saying you could do with some more plants. I feel like you do love nature, you do love being outdoors. I feel like you want to try and do gardening, but it sometimes can be a bit overwhelming. It's trying to it's like I'll start one little project, but then it leads on to other little projects as well. So they are just saying it's all good, it's all good. Keep writing your lists. You love writing a list. It helps give you direction, helps keep you on track as well. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. I am going to pull you a card for you. Say that again. I don't know if this isn't for anything sinister or anything bad, by the way, but I feel like you're with your driving, with your car. I don't think it's a service, but I do feel like I want to say back left and actually both back tyres, I feel like need changing. I'm not saying that they're bold. I'm not saying that they're completely gone, but they are on the verge of going. And I feel like you keep thinking, I've got to do that, and then forget. I've got to do that, then forget. You're more than welcome, JK, by the way. But they're saying definitely the back left one needs looking at. So I don't know if you've been thinking of new tyres, but they're just saying that. I love it when they give practical help. I really, really do. But let's pull you a card, by the way. Knowledge. I love this card. It's all the crows, ravens, rooks, but you love learning. It's like you love learning, but you love sharing what you know as well. So it's like you will get to the point where you will deliver your own courses as well as learning at the same time. JK, I hope that helps, and thank you for letting me link in with you this evening. I do appreciate it. Who have we got next, please? Thank you guys for no worries. Thank you for joining tonight, guys, by the way, and thank you for sharing this live as well. And please invite your friends. The energy on here is fantastic tonight. I absolutely love it. Hi, Jenny Mooring. Thank you for joining us. Hi, Joanne Prue. I love the bunch of flowers. Eleanor Starkey, I would like to come to you, please. So, Eleanor, I'm going to come to you now. First thing I got was try to tell me that I can't do something. I'm damn well going to prove you wrong. I will dig my heels in and I will achieve what I set out to achieve. I hope this is all making sense. You love helping others, but you don't like wasting your time. It's like if I have to give you the same advice for the third time going and you've not done anything about it, come and talk to me after you've done something about it and then we can move on from there. It's like you don't like people who it's like I don't like it's not wasting my time, but it's like I don't do moaning people. I hope this is making sense. I don't mean it disrespectfully. It's like if there's a problem, get on and sort it. Don't leave it hanging around. You do like things done. You won't leave jobs half done. Okay. But I do feel like I'm questioning my career at the moment. I feel like I'm questioning what I'm doing, and I feel like I'm ready for a new change, but I'm not quite sure when. I hope this is all making sense. If you can give me any confirmation, I'd truly appreciate it. But I do feel like there is a change to career coming around April, May next year. You love learning, you love trying new things as well. So I don't know, I don't think it's a promotion as such. I just feel like it's a new area that I want to go into. Because once you get bored, we've lost you. If I've lost interest or if I'm bored, you ain't got a cat and mouse chance of getting me to do it. It'll be like I'll go and find something else to entertain and engage me. So I always need something new. I always need a challenge, and I love pushing myself to my limits at the same time as well. There's definitely more travel going on with you as well. And I feel like I'm quite happy to go to like remote locations as well. So it's not necessarily sitting on a beach for 2 weeks. I like to try and push myself, whether that's going up mountains or going to new locations where hardly anyone's ever been. I like to try and always experience something new. Does this make any sense to you at all, Eleanor? If you can give me any confirmation or feedback, I would truly, truly appreciate it. Say that again. You're more than welcome. You're more than welcome. I don't know if there's a new relationship or if there's an existing relationship, but it's going to a deeper level. Excuse me, do apologise. But there's definitely a newness to a relationship because I just feel like there's a little bit of like, I've got a little bit of butterflies in my stomach, or I just feel like it's gone to that deeper level. It's like it's moving in the right direction. It's the feeling that I'm getting. I hope this is making sense. But it's like there's a real soulmate connection as well going on there. And they listen. I want to say they listen. And I just feel it's one of those where I'm learning to trust and I'm learning to let someone in again as well. I hope this is making sense. I'm glad you can take some of it. I'm glad some of it's making sense. But they're just saying that, you know, you deserve happiness. And it is about you can let go a little bit more. I hope that makes sense. And I don't want to speak out of turn or anything like that. I am going to pull you a quick card. And the card we've got is the green one, but it's called growth. So you are always looking at pushing yourself further. You are always looking to the future. You don't like looking back. It's like if things are done, they're done. I'm looking forward. I'm moving forward, and I'm doing the best. You know, it's like I won't repeat the same mistakes. So, Eleanor, I hope that makes sense, and thank you for letting me read for you tonight. Who have we got next, please? I've been married for 36 years, but we've become closer. Thank you for the confirmation. I truly appreciate it because it did feel like the relationship was going to a deeper level. And that being closer, better communication, has a newness. It does have a newness to it. And it is about pushing and lifting each other up. Angie Jennings, I love the bunnies. I think the bunnies are great. Thank you. Hi, Vicky Brocklehurst. That's no problem. Jean Malkin, thank you so much. I truly appreciate that. Hi, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, I'd like to come to you. Let's come to you. I love the butterfly, by the way. Okay, let's link in. First thing I'm getting is there's a lot of laughter and a lot of humour going on. Now, I hope to God I get this right. This is sometimes where I do get it wrong. I want to say the fella in the picture is your fella. Believe it or not, I've done this during an actual live event in person where I went, you two should be a couple. And they turned around and gone, well, actually, he's my brother. That was a little bit awkward. Not gonna But what I want to say is, what I'm getting for the two of you in the picture, there's a lot of humour, there's a lot of laughter, there's a lot of lifting each other and pushing each other forward together. So I hope this is making sense. If he's not your partner, I do apologise. But they're just sort of saying you're someone that's always looking for the positives. You're always looking at moving forward. That is my other half. Thank you. So grateful that they got it right this time. I can now relax a little bit. I want to say though to your fella, there's new work coming for him. I want to say that he's been working his socks off the last 6 months. So whether I want to say he should be working for himself. If he's not working for himself, then he's left alone to organise his own day. But there is either a promotion or new work coming in, and it's going to be the right kind of work that's coming in as well for him because it's going to be opening up new doorways for him. So he is on the right path. I hope this is all making sense. And again, you love lifting and pushing each other forward. There really is. You guys don't argue. I want to say this is like the easiest relationship for both of you, that he has been working a lot between the two jobs. I don't see it being just two jobs. I feel like it will drop down to one job, but it's just a lot of work coming in that's the right work for him. So it will pay off. But they are saying that for both of you, this is like the easiest relationship. You really are soulmates. You really do listen and talk to each other. He's training for a new position at one of his jobs. Thank you for the confirmation. Because getting that new position, I can let go of the other. I don't need it. It'll make more time together, having more time together, and that's what's important. And that's what's needed. I also want to say, Charlotte, I don't know if you work with children or not, but I feel like you're either a teacher or a teaching assistant. But it's like, I don't know if you've been looking at new courses for that, but there's something to do with teaching. And I feel like you've got the patience. And it would be like, I wouldn't mind working with children because I love their energy. And this would be like 5 to 10 year olds, that kind of age range. But I feel like it's like I feel like you're looking for something new. Communication has been getting better with us, and I hope he can finally drop one of his jobs. He will be able to, and it will give you guys more time together. I do feel like that will be coming, and then I feel like this is where I feel like there might be a new course or new learning coming in for you as well, so you can then change your career as well. Is what I feel. Um, but I feel like you do like their energy. It's kind of infectious. It's like you love helping and lifting other people. Um, Let me pull you a quick card for you. So, what are you showing me? You will get to go away, and I feel like it's the end of August, beginning of September. I know that's kind of holiday season, but it's one of those where we've been on and on whether we can do it or not, whether we can do it or not. And they're saying do it, just get it booked. Even if it's for a long weekend, it's something to look forward to. It's like we could do with just having something in the diary to look forward to. So I hope that makes sense. And we've got the card of wisdom. So there is new learning, there is new training, there is new courses. But I feel like this is for you and not for your fella. I know your fella's already doing new learning and new training, but I feel like this is what you'll need. I still need to make a job change, but I do have 4 kids of myself currently still working with the elderly. Okay. But your children, it's like you love teaching them and you love encouraging them, and it's like you feed off their energy as well. I don't see you staying working with the elderly. You love the patients who you work with, but the red tape that goes on behind it, that frustrates and annoys the hell out of you. So I do feel like there is going to be a career change, and I think it will be for that. Our 15-year anniversary is in August. I've been asking for him to plan something for us with his half of our schedules. Well, I feel like it might not necessarily be on your anniversary date, and congratulations for your 15-year anniversary, by the way. But I think it's the end of August would make it easier for you to actually collaborate your diaries together. So I hope that makes sense. Diane, I hope you enjoyed your reading and thank you for joining us. Guys, thank you all so much for joining me this evening. It's been a real pleasure to have seen you all. That was my last reading this evening. Hopefully you'll come and join me again in 2 weeks' time, but I know there's some shows going on tomorrow, is there, Richard? You've got the showcase at 6 p.m. tomorrow. Come and join them for that one. Thank you for supporting this page. It's absolutely amazing. Richard does an amazing job. If anyone would like to book me for a reading, come and find me on my own Facebook page, Minty's Tarot and Mediumship. You're welcome to book me for a reading through there. But hopefully, see you all in 2 weeks' time. Julie Wisdom, thank you so much. I hope the messages made sense in the end. I really appreciate it, but it's been a real pleasure to see you all and taking the time out of your evening. Native Dreamcatcher, may our great spirits bless you. Oh, thank you. I truly appreciate that. Zoe Rose, you are more than welcome. Thank you for joining us this evening. Vicky Brocklehurst, thank you so much for joining us this evening. Jim Malkin, thank you so much. Millie B, thank you for joining us this evening. Cheyenne, I'm glad that makes sense, and thank you as well. It was a pleasure to be able to do a reading for you. Have a great evening, everyone. Take care all. Bye-bye.